Oh, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to our channel where we try to predict the results of the English Premier League every week, always chasing that perfect 10 out of 10.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you like what we're doing, don't forget to turn on your notifications.
Let's go! Alright, another week. We got a busy week this week, midweek games.
Oh, and then it's like what? So Wednesday, Thursday, early morning Friday, we go a game Saturday and Sunday.
Alright, tight. Alright, so first game, tomorrow night. Palace vs Bournemouth. Palace got a surprising 0-2 away win at Burnley on the weekend. Possession was quite even, but they managed to pass much better than the home team. Zaha and Schlupp got on the score sheet. Bournemouth, on the other hand, lost 3-2 against Spurs, where they actually managed more shots than Spurs in an evenly possessed game. Harry Wilson scored twice, and it seems Callum Wilson hasn't been able to score without King.
Yeah.
I think it's like a really good duo where they like assist each other, but without King, it's just Solanke.
Maybe they just don't function like they
no
need
chemistry
to
or
be
something.
together.
Yeah, maybe, I'm not sure. But they still have Fraser, and also Brooks is still injured. So yeah, it's interesting how Harry Wilson has been the one scoring a lot of the goals lately.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically since King has been injured, Harry Wilson hasn't scored.
Yeah. Basically.
Yep. According to the stats. So yeah, the game is quite evenly matched, this one, I think. I'm expecting goals though. With Palace being at home, I'm expecting a 2-2 draw.
2-2 draw.
Yeah, I'm expecting a 2-2 draw.
Alright, I'm not too far off that, although I'm gonna say a Palace home win here. My reason for this is I tend to feel that Zaha's goals come in patches. He scored last week. I can expect him to do maybe even a bit better than he did last week, being at home. Bournemouth, they aren't that team that they were. They're doing good enough, but I feel a Palace win here. I'm thinking a 2-1 Palace win.
Well, coming from 3-0 down at White Hart Lane.
What, to still lose?
But 2 goals, it's not bad.
I'm not too convinced by that. But we'll see. We'll see.
Alright. Next is Burnley vs Man City. Burnley got a 0-2 home defeat, as mentioned. A bit disappointing as their previous 2 games were excellent. 2 clean sheets, 3 nils, I think, yeah. They only had 12 shots inside the box and 4 shots on target in total against Palace. Their passing game was also poor, where a third of them were inaccurate. Man City, on the other hand, drew at Newcastle. It's looking more and more like Liverpool's season now, with City down to 3rd place behind Leicester. They had over 3/4 of the possession against Newcastle and clearly more dominant in all areas of the stats, but were only able to score 2. I'm not sure if it's unlucky or I don't know.
I mean, Newcastle, they did some almighty defending.
They did.
They were throwing their bodies in the way. Yeah. But that being said, Man City just don't look like that well-oiled machine that they once were. And I do feel like even teams like Newcastle, they're very evidently picking out Fernandinho. They're trying to expose him, like with his pace. And I think that's a trend that's going to continue.
Yeah, because the back line is, I guess, not in the best.
No, they need a couple players to come back if they want to get back together anyways. But what do you think for that game?
I'm expecting Burnley to tighten up the defense back to what they were in the previous last 2 games. City should still be able to pull through with the W though. Probably like a 2-1 being away.
I'm gonna stick with Roger on that one. I share the same sentiments. 2-1.
Cool. Alright, next one is Chelsea vs Villa. Chelsea without Abraham failed to get on the score sheet, even though they were clearly the more dominant team on stats. West Ham managed to keep a clean sheet in the 1-1 away win. So yeah,
against Chelsea.
Yeah, against Chelsea. Basically, I put that down to like a poor team choice, and maybe Abraham does have a big impact in controlling the ball as well. Yeah. But yeah, definitely. Like, if it was me, I wouldn't have used Giroud to start. Like, he's more like a second half sub, where other players are more tired, and then he'll come in fresh and get those headers in or something like that. Not starting him, I feel. He's past that, and he doesn't have the speed. It's just...
Well, he never did, really.
Yeah, no, it's... on the other side, Villa got a great result by getting a point at Man United with a 2-2 draw. Grealish and Mings both got on the score sheet, and both of these players are stacking up their fantasy points. Like Trev would know, he's got Mings. I'm not sure if all these extra games are actually catching up to Chelsea as well, or if it's Abraham's absence. But yeah, if you're not picking the right team, then yeah, chances are you're not going to get the best result. If Lampard fixes that though, it could be a Chelsea win. But if he doesn't, I'm going to say a draw here.
Okay. So you're going with a draw for this game?
A draw if
he doesn't.
Yeah, if he doesn't change the lineup.
Okay.
If he doesn't use Willian as well.
Yeah. I agree again, although where my opinion does slightly differ is that I do believe that Lampard will change things and he will fix this team. He doesn't seem like the kind of guy who will see a problem and not do anything. I think he's very proactive. Yeah, I can see he's gonna change things. I would be surprised if both Willian and Batshuayi don't start the next game.
Okay. Yes, we shall see.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say Chelsea home.
Okay, cool. Next is Leicester versus Watford. Leicester continue to come through with the points, even though they were 1-0 down at halftime against Everton. The gameplay as a unit really showed with the display of majority possession and 650 passes at 83% accuracy. That's very good numbers. Vardy continues to score, and even Iheanacho got on the score sheet and got the late winner. Yeah, and Pereira assisted him. Watford, on the other hand, lost by a goal, as I predicted. Another show of poor form. The only positive is moving Sarr up, the really fast-paced midfielder. He's now like Richarlison, moved up into an more attacking position, and that's given them a goal. So it depends if they continue him in that role. They could start getting more goals without Dini and Deulofeu.
Well, they have options now.
Yeah, they have more options now, so we'll see.
Dini is back, eh?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's back.
Okay, well, yeah, maybe that could be a trio somehow. Yeah, we'll see. But still, it's the top team against the bottom team, basically. I can't go with anything else but a Leicester win.
Yeah.
I'm expecting a 3-0 for this one.
Yeah. Maybe not a 3-0.
3-1. 4-1.
Are you? Maybe.
We can keep adding. 6-1.
Yeah. I know. But wasn't it Leicester who beat Watford 9-0?
No, they beat Southampton.
Southampton. Sorry. Yeah. Anyway, just before I do my part, off camera, Rog, you want to talk about the mentality clause?
Yeah, look.
That was a great point.
Yeah, emotional clause where someone or a team has a death or an injury.
Something that can
mentally
affect a team.
Yeah. It boosts morale. And I'm not saying that the death of the Leicester boss happened recently, but I think this sort of thing kicks in when it's the right time. And maybe early in the season, Leicester wouldn't have thought they could get into second place with only a single-digit number of points behind Liverpool, who've had really good luck. I think if in the position right now, they could be thinking, we're here, we might as well charge for it and do it for the old man, And I think that could, it's basically the emotional clause, but kicking in at a
a time when most
Yeah,
needed.
yeah, with time when most needed. It's like we were saying in an analogy where it's like having NOS on your
Yes.
car, nitro on your car,
Yeah.
and you're in a race. Like if you're in the middle of the race, there's not much point using it. But you know, if you're getting into like a good position, second place,
Yeah.
final charge before Christmas or something, you know, like you know,
These kind of things will help.
Hands on that trigger,
Yeah.
for that nitro. So, I'm expecting Leicester to get really psyched up in the games to come. Yeah.
I mean, it's not strange just looking at the table, but just a few weeks ago, we were thinking like, oh, it's probably Chelsea and Man City, if anyone, who's going to be challenging Liverpool. But now you look at it and like, with other teams dropping points, City dropping points this week, Chelsea losing, Leicester, they're still there. They're winning. They're showing this ambition.
Yeah.
That's what we talked about, ambition.
Yeah.
It's like the 94th minute. They didn't give up. They knew, oh, we can still win this. We can keep going. 8 points between them and Liverpool. It's a huge gap, right? And the way Liverpool's luck is going, it doesn't seem like they're going to be dropping too many points. But Leicester still have that belief. I still believe in Leicester. I hope they can like push through. It's like I was telling Roger, it feels like a scene from a movie, you know, like where they're down at halftime or something. Everything's looking bleak, and like that owner's son walks in. He's like, you know, come on, let's do it for the old man. You know, you'll get the spirits up. So
and they really liked him.
Yeah, I mean, he did a lot for the club.
Yeah.
He seemed like a good man.
Yeah, so that could happen. So it's probably time to check the odds on Leicester winning the league.
Yeah, just outside.
Outside.
Yeah. But so please, Leicester don't lose this game. Will Leicester win?
Yep. All right, next is Man United versus Spurs. Big game. Mourinho returns to Old Trafford. United form's been mediocre though.
Mediocre. I think mediocre.
Under par. Yeah. All right. It was just as boring to watch their games as watching Arsenal's. So yeah, I went to sleep at halftime and wasn't surprised at the 2-2 draw when I
went
woke
to
up.
sleep at halftime.
Yeah. Spurs still haven't fixed their defense though, on the other hand, but at least they're scoring more and getting more points. Dele Alli seems to be reborn under Mourinho, and that's a good thing. Getting a few goals and assists since he's taken charge. An away win seems more likely here, I think.
Deep down inside, I have to agree with that.
I think it's going to be like a 2-1 or something like that away for Spurs. But I'm talking just about form and recent.
Yeah.
But I'd go by that.
Traditionally, by traditionally I mean the season, we've played better against the bigger teams. So I want to say a draw, but like I said last week, I always feel stupid when I call a United win or like a positive result for United because they do nothing to justify it.
Yeah.
So like last week, I called a United win, we drew. But in actuality, probably deep within me, I knew it was going to be something like a draw. So this week, I'm going to call a draw, but I do feel Spurs are the better team, and what Roger said is spot on.
Yeah, but so basically you're doing your predictions by heart, yeah.
I am.
Whereas I'm not holding back when I said like last week, Arsenal draw.
Well, it's not only based like from my heart. It's just like I was saying. In general, I feel the United fans are more forgiving of the team than maybe other fans are. Mm-hmm. And I feel like I don't want to be too harsh, even though the facts are there that we should be making some serious changes. But it's like we have the potential to do well, but no one knows why we're not doing well. And we're always just like waiting, it's next game we're gonna do it, the next game we're gonna do it, the next game. And it's not happening.
It's not, no.
But I want to say a draw.
Okay, alright, fair enough. Draw it is for you, and 2-win Spurs for me.
Okay.
Alright, next one is Southampton versus Norwich. Southampton has been more consistent in form since their 9-0 loss against Leicester. Ings is on the score sheet again, and they're on a good run and should be able to get past the relegation zone pretty soon, I think. Norwich got a point against Arsenal, 2-2 as I predicted. Totally not surprised. Cantwell and Pookie back on the score sheet. They took their chances well, and I feel it was a much needed confidence boost right before a game that really meant something. Because these are the bottom third and second teams battling it out for points here, and I'm expecting a good game.
Yes.
I'm expecting a draw because of the importance of the points. So I think they're both going to give it a good go, and if that's the case, I feel Norwich having won an away game before their draw at Arsenal, possible. Oh, at home against Arsenal, sorry. Yeah, possible to get a draw.
That's a good point. Off camera, when Roger and I were discussing this, I was going to say a Southampton win here. But you made a very good point now, saying that the importance of the points. So I think, yeah, you make a valid point there. So yeah, I'm going to change my previous opinion from a Southampton win to a draw in this game. So yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Alright, next is Wolves vs West Ham. Wolves tied Sheffield 1-1 as I predicted, in a fairly even game despite showing great passing throughout the game. Doherty got a free header to get on the score sheet. Now, West Ham's away win was a bit unexpected, but deserved. Their second goal was ruled out by VAR due to a handball, but still, Cresswell got the goal, and yeah.
Shout out to David Martin, keeper.
Yeah. Cresswell got the points after I sold him. Great timing, as always, on fantasy. So, if West Ham can continue their defense form, then this could be a tight game. Wolves a home win is very possible, but could be a 1-1 draw if they tighten their defense. Yeah.
I'm along the lines of a 1-1 draw as well. I do like the tenacity that Wolves, as their name suggests, they are very tenacious, always attacking, great to watch. But West Ham, maybe an argument could be made that they're a more rounded team, and yeah, I think it's gonna kind of balance each other out, and yeah, 1-1.
Alright, next one is Liverpool vs Everton. Liverpool gets away with points again, but Alisson had a blunder and handled the ball outside his box in a desperate sacrifice for his team. So he'll be out for the next 3 games, which could be crucial as Adrian is not as effective. They looked like they were going to concede a second goal towards the end of the game with a man down. Now, Mane, Salah, Firmino all failed to score or assist. And it was VVD who got easy headers. On the other hand, Richarlison scored an early goal for Everton, but couldn't hold on to lead in the second half against Leicester. Keane is also back in the lineup, but Coleman is still out. I think Liverpool is stronger in all areas on paper for this game.
For sure.
I don't think Digne will be as effective in the crosses, but still some sort of threat there. And I think the key for this game is more Sigurdsson, who plays a good cam position when he's on fire. He started last game after not having starting a few. I think he could do the difference and maybe feed Walcott or Bernard, who are pretty quick.
Especially now with Liverpool not having Fabinho there to nullify Sigurdsson.
Yep. And no Adrian. Oh, no Alisson.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, they could get a goal there, I think. But still, these two teams are miles apart from each other.
Yeah.
So even if it's a tough gig, even though it's sort of a derby, 2-1 Liverpool at least.
I'm gonna say a Liverpool win here, but just something in me, like these kind of derby games, always highly emotional affairs. So things can happen here. So honestly, I mean, I don't know if it is just that I don't want Liverpool to win, but something in my gut is telling me a draw is possible. I'm going to say a Liverpool win, but keep an eye out for that. I just think if Everton can employ a bit of pace, Walcott, Bernard, it may be enough to worry Alexander-Arnold, Robertson. Maybe they could open up more space for Sigurdsson. Let's see.
I'm all for Liverpool losing points. It would make the league much more entertaining, but realistically, I still think Liverpool. Yeah. Alright, next is Sheffield versus Newcastle. Sheffield got the draw, but should be disappointed after missing a few good chances in the game against Wolves. Still a very strong team with consistent form, Sheffield. I like how they're playing. Newcastle, on the other hand, failed to impress again. The forwards didn't score again. The only player who really stood out was Saint Maximin. He really showed his worth and was able to handle the ball defensively and offensively, carrying the ball forward, pushing forward. But he just seemed like he was alone, you know. And Almiron and Joelinton, not really doing much. Sheffield at home, consistent form, should be a win for them. I can see them conceding if Newcastle get another lucky header.
From the defense.
Yeah, or maybe even Shelby doing something special. But overall, Sheffield works much better as a team, and they just work as a unit way better. So I'm going for like a 2-1 or something like that for Sheffield.
Now, sticking with the Sheffield win as well. I mean, I think Newcastle did a pretty good job against Man City. Like, as a team, Saint Maximin, I like him. He seems to have a bit of star quality about him, like the bandana, you know, it makes him stand out a bit.
Rambo.
Yeah, or like a Karate Kid.
Or something like that.
But I look forward to see what's going to happen in his career. I think he could move to a bigger team.
Maybe.
Let's see.
Last game, Arsenal versus Brighton. New coach, same result, same crap. Another draw, another poor team choice. Only positive is I think Ozil is more involved in the game these days, defending and going forward. So it's good to see. But overall, the team still plays with a lack of speed, although they have a lot of speed potential there.
Pace.
They've got pace, but they're not really using it in like a fluid form. They don't have the hunger or creativity still, I think. Brighton did well pressuring Wolves on the other hand. Pressuring Liverpool on the other hand. And nearly got a draw towards the end after forcing Alisson out. They switched off in defence slightly and got punished by BBD, and that's what happens if you switch off ever so slightly against the top teams like Liverpool. So I don't know if they will keep that defensive energy. If
Brighton,
yeah. If they do, they could probably get something here.
By get something, you mean a draw?
Yeah, get a draw. Okay. Draw. I call a Brighton win. Bit pushing it. I think Arsenal at home do slightly better. I don't know, but if the team choice is still going to be weird. Weird is the only word I can find. Because like you've spent so much money on Pepe, and you're not using him. When is he gonna use Pepe, Laka, Aubameyang, and Ozil together? Why would you keep using Willock and Saka on a Premier League game when they're not ready for Premier League? Like, fair enough if you use them for Europa League games against an opponent who's in maybe a second tier league.
Not in crunch time.
But not now. Not in Premier League. Premier League now I still think is like the toughest league, where
for sure.
Any team has the potential to like just switch it on and give you a hard time. It's just Look, I think it should be. Well, I can't say should, but I think it will be an Arsenal home But because I think Arsenal at home, they can probably get about $2. But if Brighton tighten up the defense and turn that 2 into a 1, I think Brighton with Arsenal's current defense should be able to at least get 1 also. So in that case, it could be like a 1-1. But yeah, it depends if they turn on that defense.
I think Brighton's defense is great, very organized.
Yeah.
But I do think Arsenal are going to win. I'm more confident that Arsenal are going to get a win here. Aubameyang, he just finds goals. Like even when things are tight, he'll be there. Ozil, as you said, was looking better last week.
Yes.
I'm expecting him to unlock a few doors this time around.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I think in Arsenal.
Cool. Okay, so fantasy.
Yes.
It's been a while since I won, only by 2 points though.
Yep.
Only because this guy had like a -8 from the week before.
Correct.
2 extra transfers. Good to see Aubameyang getting the 2, the brace. Unfortunately, Cantwell was on my bench, and he had 8 points. But overall, still, looking okay. I've already made my transfer this week. Had a look at the fixtures, and this team looking good for the next few weeks. A lot of 2s.
Okay.
So yeah, midfielder, brought him in. So this will be my team.
Alright, yeah, so for me, as Rod said, I got -8 last week, and I think that -8 was 100% worth it because I brought in Son, Pulisic, and Muse. Son got 10, Pulisic only 2, and Muse got 9, but he was on my bench. so I didn't get the full the full range of points that I was going for, but I think it was a smart move on my part. I'll say that. Dunk was also on my bench, got 8. So on my bench, I had 17 points. Yeah, again, these things happen. But for this week 15, these midweek games, I'm probably not going to make any transfers. May shuffle the team around a bit, but I don't like to make transfers when game weeks are so close together. So I'm going to skip midweek, probably make some transfers for the weekend.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, we were talking about this before off camera. In hindsight, do you think Pulisic is a bad pick now that we can see that Chelsea has dipped in form slightly without Abraham? And without Abraham, they're not getting the points. And
I think it's a bad choice from that angle, and like from the angle that he only got 2 points last week. But the potential, I think, for 7.5 worth player, I think it's okay. I'm happy to take that kind of risk because he seems like the kind of player that he gets involved. And yeah, I mean, he's not bulletproof in my team. So if he doesn't pick it up, he's out.
Right.
But I don't think it was the worst pick. It would have looked a lot worse if I didn't bring in Son and Muse.
Yeah.
But regardless of that, I think I'm willing to give him a bit of time.
Well, I was wondering about getting Pulisic on for a while before, like swapping Mount out for him. But now that Abraham's gone, and now that he's out of my team as well, I've taken Mount out as well because I just think,
was he the one you transferred out?
Yes, and I just feel that the Chelsea team is looking a little bit vulnerable now. Not sure if they're going to keep going with wins or getting points, so I've taken them out for the time being.
I mean, it's not the worst thing. I'm going to give, of all the players on my team, the one who's most likely to get kicked out is probably Pulisic. So, make of that what you will.
Fair enough.
But I mean, I'm willing to give him a bit of time. That's the Man United fan in me.
Okay. Well, there it is.
Yeah.
And let us know what you think about
everything.
Everything?
Yes.
What?
Liverpool.
Man United. Yeah. Arsenal.
Liverpool's luck.
Liverpool's luck.
Chelsea without Abraham.
Chelsea without Abraham.
Man City, what's happening?
What's happening? Yeah.
Leicester.
Come
on.
Put your bet in.
Yeah. We'll check the odds.
Catch you next time.
Happy game week.